Vietnam Weekly News Highlights. State budget collection estimated at almost $62 billion for 2022. Vietnam's growth rates of 6.3% in 2022 and 6.8% in 2023 feasible. 8 international air routes now in operation. Vietnam continues to reboot tourism this year. Coverage rate of urban planning reaches 53%. The state budget collection in 2022 is expected to reach over 1.41 quadrillion dongs, $61.7 billion, according to a report on state budget estimates for 2022 made public by the Ministry of Finance. Meanwhile, expenditure is estimated at about 1.78 quadrillion dongs, up 4.5% compared to 2021. Accordingly, revenues of the central budget are estimated to account for 52.36% of the total budget collection, equivalent to 739.13 trillion dongs, while 47.64%, or 627.57 trillion dongs, will be collected for local budget. The state budget deficit for the year is estimated at 372.9 trillion dongs, $16.31 billion, equivalent to 4% of the GDP. Vietnam's growth rate targets of 6.3% in 2022 and 6.8% in 2023 are feasible, but greatly rely on how the pandemic develops over the next 2 years. United Nations Development Programme, UNDP, senior economist Jonathan Pincus made the comment in a recent interview with the Vietnam government portal, VGP. Regarding economic prospects for Vietnam in 2022, Pincus highlighted that the International Monetary Fund, IMF, forecast growth in trade volume at 11% for the year. The UNDP expert spoke highly of the government's vaccination program, with around 90% of adult population fully vaccinated at present. Airlines have been licensed to operate regular international commercial flights between Vietnam and 8 out of 9 countries and territories in the first phase of the government-approved pilot scheme. Vietnam Airlines kick-started the plan by flying from Hochiminh City, Vietnam, to Phnom Penh, Cambodia, on January 1st. It is scheduled to operate the second international flight between Vietnam and Japan on January 5th. The national flag carrier has offered ticket sales to passengers on the Hanoi-Seoul route from January 6, Hanoi/Ho Chi Minh City, Singapore from January 12, Ho Chi Minh City, Bangkok, Thailand, from January 8, Hanoi Vientiane, Laos, from January 9, Hanoi Taipei, Taiwan, China, from January 11, and Vietnam, USA from January 9. The Vietnamese tourism sector will embark on a tourism recovery and development scheme under the 2022-23 Socio-Economic Development Program this year. It will also strive to complete the 10-year tourism system planning with a vision to 2045 and submit it to the government for approval. Develop smart tourism via digital transformation toward the goal of serving 65 million visitors, including 5 million foreigners, and earning 400 trillion dongs, $17.39 billion in revenue. Data from the General Statistics Office this week showed that foreign arrivals in the country rose by 14.2 per week month-on-month in December, as Vietnam has been piloting the reopening of the country to foreigners since November, and international commercial flights have been restored. A representative of the Ministry of Construction said that in 2021, the coverage rate of urban zoning planning compared to construction land area in urban areas across the country will reach about 53%, in which 2 special urban areas, Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City, and 19 Grade I cities reach about 80 to 90%, Grade 2, 3 and 4 cities reach about 40 to 50%, 100% of cities, towns and townships have approved general planning. Hanoi Weekly News Highlights. Hanoi completed 66-68 central subdivision planning projects. Adjustment of detailed planning of urban functional area in the south of Ring Road 3. Fraser Residence Hanoi officially opened in Vietnam. Hanoi Department of Planning Architecture said that, up to this point, the city has completed a large number of plannings. At the general zoning planning level, the city has basically completed 68 general planning projects, zoning planning, level 1, and is urgently implementing the concretization at the next level in satellite cities, level 2. Up to now, both Red River and Duong River subdivision planning projects have been consulted by the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development. The City People's Committee is directing the units assigned to receive opinions from the Ministry of Construction, ensuring the correct process and regulations, strive to submit and approve 2 projects in the first quarter of 2022. The Hanoi People's Committee has just issued Decision 5380/QDUBND approving the partial adjustment of the detailed planning of the urban functional area in the south of Ring Road 3, Scale 1/500, in Dai Kim Ward, Hong Mai District, and Ton Liet Commune, Ton Tri District. The total area of study land for locally adjusted planning is about 25,980 square meter. The adjusted content includes the area of some land lots, the form of use, from the group of garden houses, the group of detached villas to the group of housing combined with services, and the architectural planning criteria in the above land lots under the principle of keeping the same location, boundary range, land use functions, and general technical infrastructure of the planning plot, without changing the structure of functional subdivisions of the detailed planning of the urban functional zone in the south of the Ring Road 3, Scale 1/500, ensuring social infrastructure targets. December 17, 2021, Fraser's Hospitality, a member of Fraser's Property Group, officially opened the Fraser Residence Hanoi project in Viet Nam, welcoming both business and leisure guests to modern and stylish serviced apartments. This is the second property in Hanoi and the third in Viet Nam managed by Fraser's Hospitality. The serviced apartment area is located right in the heart of a prestigious residential area of Bac Tu Lim District, the new administrative and commercial center of Hanoi, near arterial roads, government agencies, embassies and offices of multinational companies. From Fraser Residence Hanoi, guests can travel by car to West Lake in 10 minutes, and to Noi Bai International Airport in 23 minutes. Hochiminh Weekly News Highlights. Construction on projects linked to Tan Son Nhat Airport to start this year. Hochiminh City to earmark $24.9 billion for housing development by 2025. Viet Nam approves My An-Cao Lanh Expressway project worth more than $2 billion. Bin Duong resolved to complete targets for 2021 to 2025. Hochiminh City plans to start work on several important transport projects in areas surrounding its Tan Son Nhat International Airport in 2022 so as to ensure synchronization with the airport's Terminal T3 project. Specifically, this year, the city's Management Board for Investment and Construction of Transport Projects will build a road connecting Tran Qua Khon and Song Hoa Streets, upgrade Song Hoa Street from Alley 2 of Tran Qua Khon Street to Tang Long Street, expand Hong Hoa Tam Street from the military base near the airport to Song Hoa Street, and expand Tan Khai Tan Quy Street. Luong Min Phuc, director of the Management Board, said that in 2022, it will pay attention to investing in projects at the city's gateway such as National Highways 22 and 50, and Phu Intersection and Tan Son Nhat Airport, and Cat Lai Port. Construction is also sped up on the road connecting Tran Qua Khon Street with Terminal T3, he added. Tan Son Nhat in Ho Chi Minh City is currently one of the 2 largest and most important airports of Vietnam. However, before the COVID-19 broke out over the globe, it was usually overloaded. Hochiminh City will allocate nearly 567 trillion dongs, $24.9 billion and 974 hectares of land for housing in the next 4 years to increase the per capita housing space to at least 23.5 square meters. It has approved a program to develop commercial housing, especially low-priced, social housing and renovate or rebuild degraded apartment buildings until 2025. It seeks to increase housing space per person to at least 23.5 sq.m from the current 20.65 sq.m. and 25.6 sq.m in the city center. The city will allocate nearly 800.9 ha of land for commercial housing development and 173.5 ha for social housing, and spend 239.7 trillion dongs on commercial housing, 37.7 trillion dongs on social housing, and 289.5 trillion dongs on private housing. The Prime Minister has signed Decision Number 2203/QDTTG in late December, authorizing the investment strategy of the first phase of the My An-Cao Lanh Highway, which would be financed by loans from the South Korean government. The construction of a road linking the Mekong Delta's major cities is one of the primary objectives of the project, in which the Ministry of Transport, MOT, serves as a major stakeholder and investor. The project is set to secure national security in the Mekong Delta. The project's particular purpose is to establish the My An-Cao Lanh Expressway to successfully foster the central Mekong Delta development by completing and linking the N2 route, the Hochiminh Road, and the North-South Expressway. The My An-Cao Lanh Expressway's first phase will be designed as a 4-lane restricted expressway, with a roadbed width of 17 meters and a speed limit of 80 kilometers. According to Decision Number 2203, roughly $2 billion is anticipated to be required for the whole conclusion of the project, with a loan from the Korea Development Economic Cooperation Fund making up around $158.80 million. The southern province of Binh Duong, one of the localities hard hit by the COVID-19 pandemic last year, will make great efforts to achieve targets set for 2021 to 2025, with annual economic growth set at 8.5%. Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee Vo Van Minh told the Viet Nam news agency, VNA, that the locality's per capita income is projected at $9,400 each year by 2025. Under the 2022 Socio-Economic Development Plan, Binh Duong's gross regional domestic products, GRDP, is expected to increase from 8 to 8.3% from 2021, and per capita income is projected at around 169.8 million VND per year. Minh said the locality will focus on measures to step up industrial and service sectors, reform the growth model, selectively attract investments, and utilize science technology to raise productivity. The scientific, technological, industrial zone is one of the key projects in Binh Duong to boost industrial production, he said, adding that in the years to come, the province will enhance regional transport connectivity to serve businesses and investors.